Hey guys, this is John, and I'm playing Resorbitors. I never know how to say this guy's name on ICC. This is my first game of the session, and we have a Con Sicilian. Oh, they played a line that's not supposed to be very good, because now after F3 I can play D5. This is a trappy line in the Con that White has to be very careful about now, because if he plays Bishop D3 I have E5. So I'll take that. And yeah, I think I'm just winning a pawn. Thank you guys for the support, by the way. I got to #1 on the best list yesterday and got a really nice set of comments. People just congratulating me and stuff. And, you know, it's only bullet online, but it's still pretty cool to see people be like, hey, congrats on getting #1 on the bullet list. As of today, I am not #1 anymore. Black Horse 96 played a few games and he overtook my spot. So he's probably going to take here now because otherwise I have D4. But I can still, I'll take this pawn just to attack B2. But I'm not that far away from Black Horse 96, so I'll still give him a shot today and see if I can regain that #1 spot. I'm playing a little slow right now, but that's okay because I don't think he has much in the way of counterplay. Yeah, he's just going all out. I have mate in 2, don't I? This is checkmate. Okay, I'm at 26-28. Before I'll get in the pool again because it's been a while in between games. So before we get going with the next game, here's where we're at. So I was at 26-27, just a little bit ahead of Black Horse 96, and now he leapfrog ahead of me. Looks like he played quite a few games today. Yeah, that's a nice history. So he's hanging around in the mid 2600s at the moment. Unfortunately, a lot of these guys, a lot of these bulleters, I don't play that often because we're on completely opposite sides of the world. So their time zone is almost 100% opposed to mine, I guess. In that, like when they're active, I'm inactive, and vice versa. But occasionally I run into them, as you've seen on my channel. So that's our goal for today. We're going to try to get back to the #1 spot if we can. We'll see how many games. So I'm in the pool. Let's just check who's playing at the moment. Yeah, it's been a little dead tonight. I was scouting it out earlier, just trying to see if it'd get some good opponents. But these guys who are 21, 2200 are tough because, you know, at this rating, I don't have a lot to gain by playing them a lot of times. Okay, so we're going for an early exchange of queens. I believe this setup is still pretty good for me, though. I think I'll go knight b5 because now I'm threatening knight c7 check. This could turn out ugly for him quickly if he's not careful. Is he going to castle? Yep, he castles. Okay. So let's see. I guess I have to defend the e5 pawn. I don't want to lose that. Might as well go back with this. All right. I'm threatening bishop takes h7 now. He noticed it. Take here. He's going to try to put the knight on d5. Let's go c4. Just get rid of this backward pawn. He does not want to take it. Okay, I think I can take that pawn. I think. Let's go here. This is a weird position, but maybe I can somehow make his knights awkward. They already are awkward. So if knight a b4, I'm thinking like double up my rooks, just so that this knight can't move anymore. Let's just make a useful move. Let's get this king out of here. Let's go here, and now, I don't know, maybe knight g4, bring it into f6. He seems unsure about what to do. Yeah, he can play that. I can give a check now. No, let's not. Okay, let's go h4. Let's do that. I'll take here. I'm going to go check and then put the knight on d6. Just to try to embarrass the rook a little bit. This guy's pretty fast. Very fast, actually. Okay, hopefully I can win that pawn. This is going to be a close one, folks.
Check, check, check.
He dropped his rook. Alright, I'm kind of slow. But I might, yeah, pulled it off. Okay. Alright, that was a bit close for comfort, but we still got 68 moves off and did it with 1 second to spare. So after BurningWitch, I'm at 2630. Who is this player? BurningWitch. Never heard of them before. Let's see who else is in the pool. Ah, Demir is playing. Ooh, that's dangerous. He's below 2,400. Okay, I know he's going to be headhunting my rating points. So bring it, Demir. Let's do it. I'll watch him for a second just to see, because he's very likely going to be my next opponent. Mentally prepare myself for that. Right here, white has a good position. I'd probably move this bishop and try to go c4. Pawn on a7 is hanging. Queen takes a7. Demir playing for an endgame. Yeah. He's just fast. I mean, yeah, he's got 20 moves off in 20 seconds. He actually usually plays a little faster than that. But he's one of these guys, I think he probably averages, or he could average if he wanted to, 70 plus moves a game, which is a lot. I probably average closer to 60, which I've said before is kind of the magic number I shoot for. I feel like if I'm playing well and I'm getting 60 moves off in a bullet game, good things will happen. All right, Kashbila, I played this guy before. All right, let's go QGD, or let's go here first. Okay, stop them from playing b5. Okay, so we've got a fairly safe edge in this position. I'm just going to go queen e2 and then rook fd1. I've played this way before. Often they have trouble with the rook opposing the queen. We'll just avoid some exchanges for now. Okay, we'll take once. Takes the pawn, interesting. Okay. Go e5. Let's go here. Maybe he'll go knight a5. Could play knight a5. For the moment, I'll try to set up a battery. Maybe some attack on h7 is possible. Let's do this. Okay, no queen trade, of course. Let's go bishop d3. Just afraid he's going to put his knight on b3. He can take on d4. I have bishop takes h7, though. Or do I, actually? He might have been able to take with a queen. Oh, no, but my knight would have defended b1. I unintentionally trapped his knight. I didn't mean to do that, but when he played a5, he took away his flight square for his knight. So he is losing that piece now, isn't he? I don't say any tricks he has. Yeah, he just has to just give it away. Almost entirely just give it away for free. Okay, let's go here. Start probing his king. Okay, I think getting our knight to d4 is a good idea. Defends c2 on that square. Maybe bishop b3. Looks okay. Tuck our king away. Let's go here. Trying to go rook c3 is what I'd like to do. Okay, now I can invade. That hangs his queen. All right, 26-32. Back in the pool. Let's see who's playing. Probably missing Demir. Yeah, he got another game again. If he wins this game, though, he'll be right around 2,400, a little bit over. So those are some points I can harvest if I happen to win against him. Of course, he can harvest a lot of my points if he beats me. So I'm just a nice fat turkey of a player right now with that 26-30 rating. I don't know if you guys have experienced this phenomenon, but like if you're like the #1 seed in a tournament or you're clearly the highest rated player in your section or something, you just feel like you have a target on your back. At least I feel that way most of the time. And it almost seems a lot of times like your opponents will play better against you. They have extra motivation to try to beat you. Or they're, I don't know, more on guard than they usually are. Oh, HematiteBrown. Okay, this is a guy I played in Standard quite a bit. He's a USCF National Master. I haven't met him in the bullet pool yet, I don't think, so it's interesting that we're playing against each other. This castling kingside setup is pretty innocuous against the Scandinavian. I honestly don't think it's that big of a problem for black, but it makes for interesting games nonetheless. Okay, I'll go here and try to rip open that side of the board. He's going to have to be really careful not to get mated. I want to try to make my way over to attack that h4 pawn. We'll see if we can do that. Okay, he's going to do this. Probably trade the dark square bishops is what's going to happen. Like, he'll move his knight. I can go here, though. I'd love to go queen e7 and take on h4. That would just be peachy if I was able to do that. Let's take this once and then go here. Threaten h4. I can take on g3, though. Yeah, I didn't notice that. Okay. All right, let's go here. See if we can attack his knight and also attack d4. Seems okay. Okay. Let's do this. I think we can do that. A7 doesn't work, does it? Don't think so. So I'm just going to try to round up his pawn now. Prevent counterplay. Just prevent lots of counterplay. Keep his bishop out too.
Time.
Okay, let's do this. Let's just take all that stuff. Yeah, he's really got to hustle now because he's severely down on time. Yeah. All right. So I'm at 26-36 after that game. Yeah, HematiteBrown's bullet rating is not too bad. He says in the chat, "I love you so much." I'll just tell him thanks, man. Yeah, if you haven't seen my standard games with HematiteBrown, they were pretty entertaining. Yeah, I played him like 4 times in the standard 15-minute games, so I've got quite a history with him. Nice guy, good player. Go bishop g5. Let's go h3. Just keep his bishop out of g4. Harass that queen. So Demir, you are fast. I could have taken your pawn in the center, but I didn't. Let's go e5. Maybe I can get my knight into e4 somehow down the line. Let's do this. Again, this position is awesome. I'm coming at him. Let's go here. That queen is running out of squares. If queen g6, I have knight e7. Yeah, that's a trapped queen.
Check.
Yeah, he has to give up a piece. Okay, let's go back here. Go h4, h5. Check. Take this pawn on c6. Yeah, let's go d5. We have all the play right now. All the play in the world. I'm just pushing stuff because he can only hold out for so long against these pawns. It's not possible to resist for that much longer against a pawn formation like that. 2 pawns on the 7th rank.
Check.
Needless to say.
Checkmate.
All right, I'm at 26-43. Did that get me to the best list? I think it did. Yep, back on the best list. Okay, well, we're still going to keep playing. Hopefully I get... Ooh, Maverick. Who's this guy? I played this guy before, but I don't remember who it was or how I did against him. I've just seen him in the pool before. That's unexpected. I'm drawing out all the big guns. Or at least that's what I'd like to think. This guy seems pretty fast. Knight takes b5. Okay, you set me up for that one, Maverick. I give you credit for that move. Okay, let's just take... I think I'm worse now. Just because my pawn structure is inferior to his. He has bishop a3. Yeah, this is no good. Actually, I can get in a lot of trouble pretty quickly. I do not like this. Okay, I'm going to go rook d8. I'm going to sacrifice something. I don't like this at all, though. I really don't. This might be a loss, guys. Might be headed for a loss. Yeah, he's doing a good job of taking away my counterplay. Pretty good job of that. Yeah, he's just going to advance those pawns. Trying my best to resist, but when you have no counterplay, it's pretty tough. He has all the time in the world to do what he wants, like trade rooks. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I lost that game. All right. It had to happen eventually. I was briefly on the best list, back to 26-21. But we have a good opponent, so that's fun. Anytime GMs are playing in the 1-minute pool, I encourage that. I approve of that. Okay, let's go. Let's take that. There's some theory in this line. Bishop e6 is the move. Yeah, is it queen d3? I think it's queen d3. And if knight d7, I play b3, I want to say. That move I'm not sure about. Bishop f4. I think I win the exchange now. I mean, takes there, I take here, we take here. Let's just take. Okay, I'm up the exchange. I mean, he's got 2 bishops, so it's not going to be super simple. I'm going to give that pawn up. Let's just see if he takes it. He does. F2 is fine. I gave up the D pawn, but I was able to get the rooks off the board, so that's an achievement. Let's go no F4. Not F4 yet. I want to prepare F4. Oh, I trapped his knight in the middle of the board. Nice, he can't go to C6 because I have that square double protected. So this game could be a win. Yep, he resigned. Maverick again. Let's see if we play that same line. He totally set me up for that line. I don't know about knight d2. I think queen b6 is a good reply, isn't it? Because I covered b5 with the knight. I wasn't sure what I was going to play going into this game, but this seems to be a good reply. That's tricky, though. Bishop b7? Sure. Maybe a5 he'll do. Let's take here. We'll go back with the queen. Back with the queen. Let's just take. I might not be playing this in the best possible way. Let's go here. Yeah, he gets a knight to a5 again. Knight a5. Let's do this. He's probably going to take my light square bishop. Yeah, take with the pawn. See if he exploits that pin somehow. Well, I might give this line up against him if it's causing me this much trouble, because he seems to be quite proficient in this variation. Knight a4. Okay, let's do this. Does he ever take c5? Yeah, nice tactic. Good tactical shot.
Time warning.
Yeah, I can't do much. I'll just go here. Now he can mate me with rook takes b8. I'll still play because the time makes it somewhat up in the air about what to do. Okay, now I have knight g4. What's going on in this position? Okay, better go h5. This is kind of funny. What's going on here? Oh, I can take with the queen. That's not nice.
Checkmate.
Okay. Good game, Maverick. I might have to give up that line. I didn't see queen takes g7 mate at the end of the end there. Okay, so we have an English again. He seems kind of stubborn with his choice of openings. It's okay, though. We'll go here. We'll play this like a gambit. Let's go bishop there. This might be speculative, but whatever. Let's see if he'll win material or want to win material. G5. Let's see if he does it. He does. I'm sacking that. And trying to get in knight f7 or queen h5 check. Ooh, queen h5. Check. Can you allow this? That's just going to be made. If king d7 is forced. And then I have rook takes f5. Okay, he's on the run. And he's losing more material. He resigned. Okay, 26-25, back in the pool. Maverick, not listed. This Grandmaster is not listed who they are. I thought they had a US flag a while back, but I might just be incorrect about that. I'm going to enter and leave the pool because I might get Maverick again if I do that. Where did Demir go? Demir, where are you at? Demir is playing. He's involved in a match. Okay, so Maverick and I have traded games. We both won with white twice. Yeah, I'm not going to repeat that line. I got to look that line up, that knight d2 variation of the g3 semi-Slav. That g3 semi-Slav, by the way, if any of you guys are interested in that theory, that's been kind of popular. I faced that a couple times in recent years. I think it's a pretty fertile ground for innovation in the semi-Slav, because a lot of the main lines of the semi-Slav are so forced and have been analyzed to death, honestly, over the last many years. So that line is kind of a breath of fresh air. The white sacrifices a pawn and tries to obtain, oftentimes, positional counterplay for it. Let's see who's playing. Demir's playing. Kashbila. Okay. Let's observe Demir. Just want to see what he's up to, because he's like the next highest rated player right now other than Maverick. Ooh, that hangs a bishop. Rook takes e4 works. Kashbila did not notice. Yeah, this is over. Black winning on the board and also winning on the clock. All right, I think I've got Demir coming up. Oop, nope, Gambith beat him to the punch. Gambith I have a good record against. Okay, I'm going to go d4 against Gambith and then play probably bishop g5. Nope, not bishop g5. Let's go here and maybe develop through a3 and try to pressure d6. Let's go like this now, and if knight there, I can play knight e4 and further pressure this pawn. I think I win this pawn now. What about d5? d5 would hit my bishop. I guess I'll take. He take with his knight, yeah. And that defends d5 with his bishop and then his knight. So maybe I don't win this pawn as easily as I thought. In fact, maybe I don't win it at all. Still, though, I think I have an edge. His queen is slightly misplaced. Let's bring our queen in. He can play knight f6, but I'll play queen c7. I'm okay with just getting a rook on the 7th rank if that's all it comes down to. That's a good move. All right, I think he's pretty much equalized now. We're close to it. I'll go here. I might have a slight edge still in this endgame. I'm going to put my knight on c6. I'm threatening knight e7. This is kind of like a Catalan endgame. Here I'm going to try to play for e4. It's very much like a Catalan endgame in that White's positional advantage is one that could persist into the endgame, as I'm trying to demonstrate here. Attacking his pawn, my rook gets in. Now he's losing something, or he should be at least. Okay, here I'm setting up for attack. If he plays f6, I have rook takes e7. He noticed that. He didn't allow it. Let's do this and then try to go after the pawn on e6 too. Okay, I can take his knight. And I can take the rook. That was kind of a last-ditch attempt by him. All right, I'm 26-28 after that game. What is that flag? That's Antarctica. I know I've been curious about that in the past. I've seen this Antarctic flag. 26-28, okay. Who's playing? Is Demir playing? Demir is playing Gambith. What about Maverick? Maverick is gone. That's a shame. He came, took a few rating points, and he left. We played pretty even, though. Bishop takes d5, followed by knight takes f6 check. I guess black can take with the queen at that point. So he takes our first. Yeah, white's up a solid pawn in this position. Bishop g5, probably rook d1 soon. Yeah, just centralizes. So black's playing a5, a4 to try to get rid of their weak, isolated pawn. But now white has two connected pass pawns. As a result, bishop e5 maybe would have been good there. I'd probably play h4 somewhere around here just to give the king an option of going to h2. Just make sure there's no back rank shenanigans. My money is definitely on Demir in this game, though. Up the pawn. He's really fast. Okay, Elianna is in. Haven't seen them today. Let's go Scandinavian. I played Scandi many times against Elianna. Uh-oh, is their connection slow again, or is it mine? Queen a5. Somebody's connection is slow. It might be theirs. Okay, looks like we have a main line this time. No Mises Gambit this time around. Another line where white castles kingside. I really think this is okay for black. I'm just never afraid when white castles kingside against the Scandinavian. Knight e4. I'm guessing soon. Nope, they want to unpin. Let's go just rook e8. Probably put my bishop on g6 soon. Yeah, they're going to make me put the bishop on g6. Okay, I'll probably bring this knight to d5. Let's go e5, actually. Don't know if I should open the position just because they can play queen f3 now. But, yeah, looks active enough for me. I have pressure against b2. Okay, I'm happy to trade the dark square bishops. Well, maybe I'll take with the pawn if they do that. We'll see. Yeah, I'll take with the pawn. Because I was worried about c4 if I took with the knight. Let's go b5. I don't want them to play g5, though. I thought they should keep their bishop on the long diagonal. Ooh, that's a good move. Let's go rook here. They can take on c6 though. I have activity plus a slight time advantage, but I am down 2 pawns. So that's not going to help my cause. Let's go queen b8. I need to protect the back rank. And then g5 and probably g6. This knight is awesome on f4. Problem is I don't have a lot of ways to continue, I guess. Okay, rook e6.
Check.
Yeah, let's go here. If ever this bishop moves, knight e2 might be a problem. Well, they're defending well, though. Let's go rook e4. I'm just going to try to harass their queen a little bit. Knight d5. The time is such a huge disadvantage for white. Yeah, I'm just going to offer a queen trade because they have half a second left. Yeah, over. Okay, I'm at 26-32, back in the pool. I think I opened the position up too quickly in this one. e5 was not advised. I got anxious because, not anxious, but I got excited because their queen is on the same file as my rook, and I wanted to try to exploit that. But realistically, I think knight bd5 would have been a better move at this point. c5 would be nice too, but they have knight b5 against c5. So maybe if I wanted to prepare c5, I could play a6 and then c5 to cover the b5 square. Nevertheless, win's a win. You'll take any win you can in bullet. All bets are off. The clock is so incredibly important. Resorbitors versus Demir. I know that's totally not how you say their name, Resorbitors. I don't know, it's just the first thing that comes to mind when I see them. Aco Alvir, an Austrian IM. That's Resorbitors. I'm like throwing in an extra O for some reason because this person severely lacks vowels in their name. Like that many letters and only one vowel, an O. Alright, Demir is the next opponent. Okay, we'll do something sharp. He seems to kind of know how to play this line, but I can keep the pressure on him, I think. If he takes on g5, I have maybe knight d6. Not yet, though. If he castles, I have knight takes h7. This is nice. Okay. This has got to be winning material. Yeah. You could play maybe knight f4 to confuse the issue, but realistically, this position is going to be losing for them. Let's go g3, just defend against all these threats. Queen e4. Sure. Maybe queen e5 is what I should do. Yeah, let's go queen e5. We'll just swap queens. You're supposed to swap queens with me. Guess I'm tripling. I'm tripling on the e file. Maybe I can swing my my rook over to f3 too sometime, like now, and just trade.
Check.
Let's go here. Let's go g5. Bring this here.
Check. Check.
Yeah, this is not going to work for them.
Time warning.
Okay, this is kind of incredible, actually. The fact that I can't win this position. Oh, this is bad. Yeah, I'm not going to take a chance. Okay. Yeah, my rook got trapped at the end. I guess I could like give up my rook for the g-pawn, but that's very speculative, and my pawns will get blockaded very quickly. That was kind of unlucky. So if I just drop my rook back, rook e5. Okay. So half point thrown away. But okay, worse things in the world have happened before. Yeah, they always go back to f3. I don't know why. I like this setup with b6. We've rumbled in this setup before. I don't get the point of all these wasted tempos. Again, I think we've played like exactly this setup before. It's like a theme of our games. I can get into d6, and I do this usually. Try to plop the knight on d3. This is what I usually do. Now they have to watch b2. So I'll go here and try to just take on d6, basically. I have this one. I've also got Demir with this tactic, too, before. It's not the first time. Okay, let's go here. Might just sack on d4. Might just do that. Let's go e5 and bring our king up. They can't take. They cannot do that. Okay, let's take this way. All right, this game I'm not going to give away. I'm not going to give this one away.
Check. Time.
Okay, let's just do that. Then they can't stop the queening.
Check. 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 Check.
All right, 26-32 after that game. Back in the pool. Yeah, Damir gained some points but in the time that I saw him play earlier and the time that we played now. So he was just under 2,400 earlier in this session. So that's nice. That was a good game. See, I just don't get it. I don't get why he moves the knight back and forth between h4 and f3. Like, he did that 3 times, and this is not the first time he's done that. You know, eventually we get some position like this, but even this looks great for black because I get the knight to c5. I probably shouldn't tell him how to play better in this system, though, because there's a good chance he might be watching these videos. So, Damir, keep doing that. Keep doing knight back and forth. Just kidding. I'm sure he's well aware that that's not a good strategy to employ for the most part. Okay, let's take a look who's playing. This guy Mauchess keeps playing. There's Orbitors. I'm going to try to enter and leave the pool so I can get Damir again. Yep, got him again. It's our usual system. He actually plays a Slav this time around. But I didn't have to play a4. That's quite nice that I didn't have to do that. Let's go h3. He's just giving me the bishop pair. Oh, he's going to have to waste time moving his queen again. Might go for d5. Yeah, let's go for d5. This could be premature, but I don't think so. I was thinking I might take on b7 with the queen, but he had rook b8 there, so I don't quite like that. Okay, f7 is extremely weak. What are you going to do about that? And now he's losing a rook because he can't take it because if queen takes f7.
Check. Checkmate.
Followed by mate. All right, I'm at 26-40 after that game. I'll play a couple more and then call it a session. Maybe 2 more games. Enter, leave the pool, see if we can get Damir again. It's a nice tactical idea. d7 in this position. Yeah, I didn't play queen takes b7 right here because of rook b8. And then my bishop is loose on b3. So I would lose that, I think. And there's no way I can't go queen d5 because this knight defends it. So I like knight d5. And definitely he shouldn't take that knight. But I am threatening the same tactic. Knight takes f6, and if knight takes, then d7. So with knight d5, I'm gunning for f7 and trying to remove defenders, remove potential obstacles for my d-pawn. Okay. All right, got him again. Let's see what we get this time around. Same system. Ooh, different way though. He played a London system this time around. Okay, I'll play this line. I like this line. Been known to play this before. Yeah, this is quite reasonable for both sides. Usually I do this and then try to play for b5, b4. This is what I'll do. He correctly counterattacks in the center. Let's go here and ooh, I guess I have to take now and go for b4 this way. Still some decent pressure though. I'll do this to defend that pawn on d5. Let's go the bishop into e4. Maybe I can play rook b2 after this. Let's take there. I'm threatening g2. If he takes my bishop, what do I have? Maybe not as much as I thought. Let's go. I gotta be careful. Let's do this. Bishop d3.
Time.
Whose king is weaker in this position? That's the big question. think I'm defending for the most part right now.
Check.
Let's do this.
Check.
Oh, I forgot about that move. Yeah, that's a good move. Yeah, and then he has rook h6. Forces mate.
Check.
So I'll probably resign. That's unfortunate. All right, well, I'll get back in the pool and play one more because I said I was going to play 2. Yeah, my king turned out to be a little weaker towards the end. I was optimistic when I played queen takes a2, but rook g5 was a good resource. I didn't see that move. For a second, I thought g2 was just completely indefensible. But yeah, rook g5 is a nice counter. I wonder if I'm just worse now. Let's see. Yeah, I'm in trouble. So perhaps I overreached if we go back a little bit. Let's see. Overreached in maybe right around queen a5? A little bit. Yeah, his position's fine now. h5. I kind of sensed when I played h5 that it might be a weakening move. So, I'm not sure. All right, nevertheless, I'm in the pool waiting to be paired. I think he's making those arrows. Let me see if I can match and leave. It's hard to get paired against someone for like 5 or 6 times in a row. It's just really difficult to do that. The system usually doesn't let you. Mao chess. Who's going to be my lucky last opponent? Well, it seems I won't be getting on the best list again this session. But that's okay. Played some interesting games. I think maintaining 2600 plus would be nice. What is this opening? It was a Catalan. Okay. Now, usually white doesn't develop the knight to c3 in this line, precisely because of this black capturing on c4 and trying to hold on to the pawn. This looks nice for white. Great knight on c5. This knight is like permanently outposted, and I don't know about that because they get the knight into c3. But I was going to say that black's knight on d5 was a lot less stable. That exchange sack is definitely correct. Okay, white's rocking again. White's just winning now. Winning an exchange because the c7 rook is hanging, and if it moves somewhere, like e7 is its only safe square, but he would lose that rook on d8. All right, Gambith is our last opponent of the day. We'll just do a standard line. Oh, we're in a slow Slav now. Okay, let's go knight c6. Gambith has played this before against me, I believe. I'm going to be a little cautious. Yeah, well, I don't know. Queen a4, I have to play rook c8. This is okay, though. Now I'm fine. After bishop d6, I think I'm fine. I was worried about queen a4, though. Let's go a6. Is he going to play for g4? Guess not. Let's go rook c8. Just prepare ourselves for a potential exchange on this square. Okay, f6. Let's get him to take. Try to get him to take. b2 is weak. He has to keep that in mind. I don't know if I should allow b4. That was a little sloppy. Okay, let's open a new front. Try to open the middle of the board. Maybe my rook belonged on f8. Yeah, especially now. I'll do this. If he takes with the bishop, I'm thinking bishop e5 is what I'll do. Or maybe rook f8. Let's do rook f8. I'm a little wary about leaving this bishop. But maybe I can bring my queen to h4. I wonder if his king is going to be weaker than mine. That's a possibility, right? Let's try this. If bishop h3, I can just take it. And g3 is illegal, so he has to play that, and then I'm creeping into h2. What are you going to do about that? Yeah, he doesn't have a defense to that. King g1 doesn't help because...
Time warning.
Yeah.
Check.
He's got to do something speculative like this. Okay, let's just do that. He can't take on c6 because I have
checkmate.
Mate. Okay, let's take a look at the session results. So I started against Resorbators, the guy who needs a vowel, And wow, this is another long session. I've been playing some longer sessions lately. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Same amount of games as yesterday, I believe. But this time around, I had, if I'm getting my math right, 11 wins, 3 losses, and a draw. Or 12 wins, 3 losses, and a draw. I think 12 wins. Yeah. 12 plus 3 plus 1 is 16. Yeah, okay, not bad. And we're probably number 2 on the list. Yeah, number 2. So I'm at the same position on the best list that I started today. Was briefly ahead of Black Horse, but a couple losses dragged me down. But nevertheless, I'm very satisfied with this. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this bullet session, and I'll be back tomorrow with another bullet video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.